I am a researcher at the University of Cape Town, and so it's great to be at this conference where we're sharing both the past work we've done, but also bringing up questions and discussing some of the questions around adaptation to climate change. So it's very important to think about the impacts of climate change and what we're expecting to happen, but then we have to think about innovative ways to respond. And I think, to me, one of the exciting things that we've been hearing is that it's not just about responding to climate change, it's about transformation and leadership and finding new ways of dealing with old problems as well as new problems. I think one of the biggest challenges we face is that there are a lot of good ideas, a lot of people have got some exciting ways of dealing with things, but actually when it gets down to implementing things on the ground and making a difference to people's lives, particularly those who are already battling to cope, it's pretty hard. So we need a lot of things to fall into place to make that happen. We want people on the ground level to feel empowered, and they need to feel that they can make a difference in their lives. We also need to support them in various policies or access to resources, which requires government officials to be involved, it requires businesses, and all of these different kinds of people need to come together to help make this happen and to allow for this transformation in society. So one of the initiatives that I'm involved in is supporting the Western Cape government in working with a local municipality, in this case Berg Rivier municipality, in developing an adaptation strategy. So Berg Rivier is very interested in improving adaptation to climate change. But one of the challenges with small municipalities is they don't have anybody who's responsible for environmental issues. So Western Cape government has brought in a team of people, and I'm one of those people, an expert on vulnerability and adaptation to climate change, helping to inform the process and some of the ideas. What's been really exciting with this program is that it's had commitment from local government, but it's also had climate scientists, it's had local community members, and it's been a co-exploration. Together we've been thinking about what the challenges are that the municipality face, as well as what are some of the strengths that they have, and building on those. So one of the challenges in the Berg River is that there's a lot of heavy rainfall events, and with people living in low-cost housing, they often suffer the worst consequences of this. The water runs through their houses, little rivers form, etc. So the housing is not well suited to deal with flooding or heat events. And so we've had a student working with the Berg River municipality to look at a new low-cost housing initiative that's going forward, and just think of simple things that can be done that don't have to be high cost, that make the housing much more climate resilient. So north-facing, slight more of an overhang, vegetation in the right position, stuff that doesn't have to cost a lot but just requires that much extra planning, and then you can have more climate resilient housing, and the livelihoods of these people can be improved, as well as them contributing less to carbon emissions, because they don't need to use as much heating or as much cooling.